Hello and welcome to part number 10. So this is where we left off, and in between I realized that doing Boolean it works, but it's a little bit tricky to fix the geometry, at least for me. So let's select our reference plane, then the backdrop image, and then say Alt H, and I'm putting that reference plane here on a new layer just to make it go away. Go to the side view. Let's turn on shaded mode. Go to vertex mode. Select all those vertices and let's turn on wireframe again. Move them down here just a little bit more, so then that when we smooth our object, that it is still low enough to create those things. Great. So okay, let's do a deformer. Once we put a deformer on an object, it's taking or it has the same transformations here. So I don't want the deformer be rotated in Y. So let's freeze transformations and let's just delete the history as well, and then put a lattice deformer on that object. Go here to deform. Where is it there? Lattice. I want to bring this down here on right hand side. So let's change the divisions here. Now it's by default 5 on T. So put it to 2 and then put 6 divisions on U. Lattice, right click lattice point and then select those 2 lattice points. Let's bring in or make visible our reference plane here. Go to the side view. And then I'm gonna turn on shaded mode and then bring that down to a point where it should be. I bring it down a little bit lower than it is on the backdrop image. Okay, let's hide the reference plane. I just hit Q on the keyboard, so that's good. So let me just open another picture I did. Maybe bring it out of the way a little bit more. Zoom in on that. So I'm just constantly, checking. Just try to eyeball if this is later on what I want. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm going with this deform action, so let me close that window, and once you're happy with your deform, just select the object and delete the history, so we get rid of that deformer. Great. Now we are going to insert, no, we are not going to insert, let me just close that big hole, go to edge mode, and then double click on that edge to select the edge loop, and then say under mesh, fill hole. Okay, so we have a big face here, but this face needs a little bit more detail. First of all, let's do some polygon. Let's use the multi-cut tool. It should be there by default, and then start here and there and hit enter, and then we do the same here, enter, here, enter, do the same down here, enter, hit Q on the keyboard, and then let's go to this edge here, control right click, edge ring utilities, edge ring and split. Something went wrong, so okay, I did a mistake here. Okay, so that's why the edge loop is not. Let me go back. steps. Well, that's it can happen. Okay, so I just went back to this point. So here, and then hit enter. Enter, and then hit Q. Select this edge, control, right click, edge ring to and split. Okay, now we got it. And just for, let's use the multi-cut tool again and then do another split here. What I want to do is later on I want to, delete one half of our object so that we only have to work on one part. So, okay, if you look from the side, you'll see, okay, back to the perspective view, and let me just hit 3 on the keyboard to go to high-res preview, hit Alt 5 to turn off wireframe and shaded. Okay, I mean that looks like, yeah, looks ugly, but that's not a big deal. Let's select all of those 8 faces, and I'm checking up here if I selected 8 faces and not accidentally somewhere in the back. So faces I don't want, so hit R to scale and check out the scale dimension. So now it's set to component. That's exactly what I want. I'm a little bit curious about that. It's kind of turned. I don't know why. Maybe let me go to object mode. Try to delete the history, and then again let's select. Sorry, this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then again let's hit R. Okay, that didn't help. Okay, I hope that won't bring us into trouble. So hit plus on the numpad, large. So I just want to scale this part flat on X. So okay, looks flat now. So now let me see if I smooth. Okay, so it still looks not the way we wanted it, but that's absolutely normal because we didn't put in some more detail down here. I only want to make this whole thing, flat. So let's try. What are we doing? Want to try? So let's try. Let's just leave it as it is for now, and like I said before, let's go in here and delete half of our geometry. So select this face and delete it first, and then go to the top view and then select one half of our piece here, and then instead of deleting it, I will just extract it. Might come in handy later on when we screw our next step up and we want to start new from this point on. Okay, so let's put it just on real quick on a new layer and make it invisible. I'm not giving it a name now. I'm saving. Now I'm sloppy. Okay, so let's check that out. Okay, let's insert an edge loop here. Right there. And then go to object mode, hit 3 on the keyboard. So I mean that definitely changed yeah, so that edge loop, that really changed our object to the, you know, to the goal we want to have it. So hit Alt 5 to get back our wireframe on shape. That's looking good so far. All right, so I think yeah, this approach here will lead us to our final high-res knob later on. But I'm gonna take a little break and be back soon.